What's up guys, Fortuna here. We're on hole A at Independence Lake and I want to do a hole breakdown and I want to take you on a tour of the hole and show you the landscape and maybe a couple shot selections that you want to play on this hole. Alright, so as you can see down this fairway, it's pretty straightforward. There's not too much going on. There are some trees on the left and right, but it does open up some. And you can see the basket is right on top of this hill. Not too much stuff behind it. There's a little bit of a rough, but nothing too crazy. But it is, if you land on the far side, you do have somewhat of a death putt. There is a look back towards where the tee pad was at. This is back off towards where if you were to go on the left side past the wall of trees, it's still fairly open. So let's go take a look at some shots. Alright, so every hole on every course, there's multiple ways that you can attack the green. Here I'm going to show you the sidearm, we're going to show you the backhand, and if you want to get crazy, we're going to show you how to throw a roller on this hole. And in doing this, I want to try to show you the most consistent way to actually attack this green and what's going to be the most consistent for you. And I'm going to tell you why I pick the shot that I do on this hole. So I got my 4 disc that I'm going to throw all sidearm. We got the first one there. It's a little lower than I wanted, but as you can see, it still held that nice hyzer, flat 2 hyzer. This one I got out a little further left than I wanted to, so I could actually get up into that green a little easier. Same thing with this one here. This one gets a little more left than gets a little more left like I want it to, and it stands or pops up on that dirt ridge right there. And this one was a disc that's a little more stable for me and it kind of gets out a little more earlier than I wanted to. So next we're going to be doing the backhands. There's all 4 discs that I'm going to be throwing there. And it looks a lot more condensed than it really is, but it's definitely, in my opinion, a more harder shot because you have to get a little more lucky to get through those trees in that gap. And then as it's fading away, it's going down the hill. So if you don't actually penetrate far enough, you're going to be hyzering down the hill and you're going to have an uphill putt maybe a little longer than you want to. Now, in my opinion, I prefer going with the sidearm route on this shot instead of the backhand because you're actually playing into the hill rather than sliding down the hill. Now, if you want to get all crazy though, and you want to throw rollers, maybe you can throw it down the center of the fairway and actually pop up over the bush, get lucky that way, and do the same thing there, but you actually get past the bush. But in my opinion, that's a really risky shot because there's a lot of trees on the left-hand side. There's a lot of stuff you have to evade on the roller, and a roller's not a very good shot on this hole. And in practicing this hole, I did park it doing something silly, but here's where the first roller ended up. This is where the sidearm, the backhands, I'm going to be showing you everything here, where everything's kind of ending up, and you can get a feel for where everything, where the more consistent shots are going to be. And as you can see, all the sidearms minus the last one were all basically at the base of the hill or up the hill a little ways. So, in my opinion, again, as I said before, I like throwing the sidearm on this hole because it's more open on the left side. You throw a flat shot that's going to hyzer out on you. It's going to be hitting the hill, so you're not actually sliding down the hill. And if you do end up going a little far, yeah, maybe you have a death putt, but most likely you're going to have a putt for birdie. And in my opinion, that's the safer, best way to attack the green for the opportunity for the birdie rather than throwing a backhand or a roller. With a backhand, there's a couple more trees that you're going to have to evade. You're going to have to try to at least get a little deeper than you would with the sidearm to try to avoid sliding down the hill a little bit. And then if you want to be crazy and you want to throw the roller on the hole for fun, maybe in a casual round or some doubles with your buddies, yeah, you can throw the roller, but hopefully you can see that I personally think it's a really silly shot. It's fun, but not practical in tournament or competitive play or anything like that. Hopefully this was informative for you guys. Hopefully this hole was a good layout and a little bit of a good mixture of different shot selections that you can actually throw on this hole. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe and like. There's going to be some buttons around here that you can click, or just go down below and do all that fun stuff. Leave a comment. Tell me if this stuff was good for you or if it was bad and there's something that I was missing. But let me know, guys. We'll see you next time.